Hey, it's Father Francis, and I have a very special video this time. It's not necessarily a homily, it's not a product review, it's not a movie review, it's not a cooking video, but I thought I would do something that I have never done before. And even though I have just thought this was a good idea, I'm sure that when I go to look on the internet, and YouTube especially, I'm going to find that there are a whole bunch of these out there. You know, there's a lot of people doing what's in my dock videos. What kind of apps do I run on my iPad? You know, what kind of software do I run on my Mac? And what kind of peripherals do I use? Okay, so the bottom line is that although there are a lot of videos like that, I don't think I've seen any videos that talk about your top 10 favorite YouTubers. You know, people that you really like, you know, that you want to recommend to others. So, you know, I'm sure that if I go out there and actually look for, you know, my favorite top 10 YouTubes or whatever, I'm sure it's a whole bunch of people out there have already done this one. But I kind of started thinking maybe I'm doing something unique, and I'm sure I haven't. If I thought about it, it's already been done probably 1,001 times at least. But for those of you who do follow me periodically and watch my videos, I thought I'd share with you, you know, my top 10 YouTube videos. These are videos, channels that I subscribe to, and I'm also recommending them to you as well, especially if you're into technology. The first 5 are technology based videos, theme videos, and then there's 2 more that are cooking videos. And then the last 3 are, of course, I'd say theology videos or spiritual videos or religious videos that I really enjoy watching and subscribe to. So here we go. Let's kind of shrink me down here, you know. Okay, there we go. And then let's go ahead and start with our first video here. We'll go ahead and start with this one here.
Track 3. So I'm going to use this flag
let's
clip
go
here.
to,
We'll put it inside the text.
let's
So
see if that'll work there.
3.
Okay,
and this will give us
this first video
our background clip, our
is
clip, and the video we
originally
okay.
this young fellow
Now,
was called eMeek77. I mean, he's still eMeek77 to those of us who know him, but he's now going by Apple Shake Guru and Apple Soldier on YouTube. Now, he was the very first Final Cut Pro tutorial YouTube site that I found. And when I was beginning to learn Final Cut Pro about, what, 3.5, 4 years ago, I first discovered eMeek77's YouTube channel, and he has, I have to tell you, outstanding videos. I mean, outstanding tutorials. I have learned at least 50% of what I know about Final Cut Pro Studio and Motion, a little bit of Shake. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But anyway, the thing is that his videos are so well put together and very, very easy to follow, and he really makes sense. And he's just a natural when it comes to these types of tutorials. To take something that can be kind of complex and make it like, wow, I can do that. In fact, many of his video tutorials, you could actually begin to make little tutorials yourself. As far as, I mean, you can take his material and actually create something. There have been at least 4 or 5 of his videos that I was able to incorporate into a video that I was working on, because he goes through step by step, and he's very, very easy to listen to. I'll say one thing: the guy's a natural. He's got a real good voice. Not only does he have the knowledge to do this, but he really it's a person that you can listen to, and it's very, very very easy and almost enjoyable, because you know you're learning something, and he's very thorough. That's one of the things I liked about eMeek. He was very, very thorough in his tutorials, so I can't recommend him enough. He's I think one of the best. I'll have to say that for sure. Okay, let's see. Let's go back down here to. Did I do this right? Hold on a second. I want to reduce that one. Okay. Now, the next video that I watch a lot, I'm subscribed to, is this gentleman right here.
Applications in the
Let's go back to the, actually, let's go back to the beginning. he had pretty good.
Hi, this is Gary Rosenswag with MacMost Now. Hello, this is Gary Rosenswag with MacMost Now. Hi, this is Gary Rosenswag. Hey, this is Gary. Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. 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 This is Gary with MacMost Now. Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. Hi, this is Gary with episode number 500 of MacMost Now. Today, let's take a look at the new Mac App Store.
So there's this guy named Gary Rosenswag, and
there was a fundamental
he
change
has over 500
videos
to date now, a little over now. He also has several books out, and I even, from this video, I learned he even made a new game for the App Store called Goldmine or something like that. But anyway, if you want to know something about Macs,
the App Store itself,
he is kind of the guy to go to, because OS X has so much to offer as an operating system. Again, I watch his videos a lot, and I learn something new every time I watch one of his videos. So I can't say enough good about Gary Rosenswag and MacMost Now. So if you're a Mac person or new to Mac and trying to learn the Mac operating system, you can learn an awful lot from Gary. Okay. Now, this next video, this is Final Cut King. Zach King is the man in charge, the CEO of Final Cut King. This young man is going places. I guarantee you, he could be the next Steven Spielberg. I mean, this guy is awesome. Now, he has tutorials as well. He even has a set of DVDs out that go into a little bit more detail. And again, he also is very, very good at doing these tutorials for Final Cut Pro and After Effects. I don't think he's done any After Effects, but he's done motion tutorials. Also, one of the things about Zach is he's now starting to create unique templates and lower thirds and little special video effects that you can download for a minimal fee. And you can even subscribe to him as well, and even get you think every Tuesday you get a special free little template, and it's kind of nice. But anyway, but here you have to watch. You just have to watch this guy to really appreciate the fact that not only is he really knowledgeable, but this guy has got talent. Watch this.
Some people think being a caveman's difficult. I say, not with a debit card. Whenever I go rock shopping, I bring my debit card. Last fall, I even bought myself a new club. And recently, I bought my cave girl a brand new gift. Being a debit card user allows me to check my balance online and keeps me from going into debt with those credit card companies like Toka's brother here. Debt collectors got him last fall. And I don't have to worry about getting the debit card stolen because of the 4-digit PIN that's on it. Since life is so much easier with my debit card, I even had time to take up English. And that's what I call being debit smart.
Again,
some people think being a caveman's difficult.
That's pretty awesome. Anyway, so Zach King at FinalCutKing.com. Okay, so now the next one for technology is this guy here, and I'm so glad to see that he is back. He was gone for a year.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Now
big day today. It is my return to YouTube 2011, and also a big day for Mac users. Today we have the App Store that is available. So I'm going to give you my take and opinion on it and give you a quick brief overview. Let's get started, guys.
So that's Steve's Mac Fix. And again, if you more than just kind of
pretty simple. All you got to do is click here.
Kind of knowing a little bit about OS X and Mac programs. Steve has a little bit more of a different flair to him. He can kind of show you things that are I haven't seen on the internet. I mean, they're there, but things like, for example, how to sync up your iCal calendars on your iPhone and get it all synced on your computer. That's a really cool thing. How to move your iTunes library if you need to. How to install, like Snow Leopard. He was the guy who helped me get Snow Leopard up and running. So can't say enough good things about Steve MacFix. He took a little hiatus last year, kind of dropped out of the YouTube universe, but it's really great that he's back now. So Steve, if you're watching, good to see you back. Okay, the next tech YouTuber that I like to watch, and unfortunately he's also dropped off of the university, although he has made a couple of very cryptic comments lately that he's coming back, and this is Mr. Bittin.
Alright, I wanted to give a bit of a birthday wish to YouTube. There's a lot of videos out there wishing YouTube happy birthday. It's 5 years. I believe there's a whole...
Anyway, Mr. Bittin is a developer for the most part, and I like his views on technology. He talks kind of more of from a industry point of view. He doesn't just talk about Macs, or he doesn't talk about Final Cut Pro. I mean, although he certainly does talk about those things from time to time, but his is a little bit more overarching when it comes to technology in general. And you know, every now and then he'll have an interesting commentary. So like last year when the Gizmodo thing happened, and they took the iPhone from the bar and made a big deal about it, you know, and the prototype of the iPhone 4. Anyway, so every now and then if there's some technology things going on in the world, like for example, I would like to see him talk a little bit about, you know, Steve Jobs leaving Apple on another medical leave. You know, what does that really mean? Because I'm afraid that, you know, this has been passing. I'm afraid that Steve is probably not going to come back. I mean, I hope he comes back. Don't get me wrong. I hope he comes back, but I'm afraid that he's got some serious medical issues, folks. He's not, we're not talking about hangnails or, you know, acne. You know, he's got some serious medical problems. So fortunately, he was able to come back to the times he did, but this time I'm not so sanguine about that. But anyway, it would be nice to hear what Mr. Bittin has to say about Steve Jobs and the future of Apple. He's kind of like a Leo Laporte kind of a guy. Okay, now the next couple of videos have to do with another passion that I have, and that's cooking. And this little gal here has always been on YouTube ever since I've been there, and her name is Maria. And as you're going to see, she likes to cook a lot. What happened here?
Hi, I'm Maria, and I love to cook. Today I'm making chicken cordon bleu. To do that, I purchased 5 chicken cutlets, and these are already pretty thin, but I'm going to go ahead and pound them just a little thinner. I've got a piece of parchment paper, and I'm just going to...
I really like Maria's videos simply because they're not pretentious. All she does is say, hey, I like to cook, and here's what I'm going to make. And I just love that. And I got to be honest with you, I've tried at least 3 or 4 of the, and she has almost several hundred videos up there now as well. But I've tried several of her recipes, and they're good. I have actually tried this chicken cordon bleu that you're seeing her make right here. So again, oops, what happened here? So again, Maria and I Love to Cook YouTube channel, really good. Okay, now the next person that I have to tell you I like. Now some people might wonder, why are you watching a kind of a woman's channel? Because this little gal, her name is Katie, and she has before and after TV.
I had so many requests for an updated
and one of the reasons why I watch her is because she does some technology things. Here she's showing how to upload a YouTube video. This is a newer version, but I remember the very first version that I used to upload my YouTube videos, and I found it very, very, very helpful. When you're learning YouTube, you know, there's a lot of things you gotta kind of have to begin to understand about how do you upload a video, and you know, so this was very helpful when I first saw it. So. Anyway, Katie, but also she has some cooking shows as well. She had some really good cooking little shows last year, and I really enjoyed them. She learned, one of them was how to make a frittata, breakfast frittata. It was delicious, and I actually made that. So yes, I really liked her YouTube channel
to the title that you'd like for your
before
video.
And after TV. Okay, now we get to the final stretch, and these are the religious or the theological or spiritual or you know, whatever videos you want to call them. And the first one here, this guy, his name is Deacon Ray.
I remember my very, very first car. It was a 1969 Dodge Dart Swinger. and it was 13 years old when
Unfortunately,
I bought it.
the sound is a little out of sync on this one. But I got the idea from Deacon Ray on how to do little drive-by homilies that I tried doing during this past summer. So when I saw him doing this with his iMac sitting in the front seat with him, I thought, hey, maybe I could get a camera and kind of do something similar. So anyway, he kind of just showed me that it could be done, and I really wanted to say thanks. And he plus thanks to him. Plus, he also has some really good homilies and insights. I really do like some of his homilies and insights. So Deacon Ray. There we go.
Thing called a solenoid. The car would start, and sure enough, it worked every time.
Okay, now the next video that I have to tell you that I really like, and I watch quite a bit, and this is a priest, and I mean, yes, there are a lot of priests out there, like myself, doing YouTube videos, but I have to say, this priest probably is one of the best. Okay, no gimmicks like yours truly, just really solid teaching, good Catholic scriptural teaching, and his name is Father Francis Martin. Let's get this blown up a little bit here, how we do that. There we go. Okay, now he's teaching on the fourth Sunday in Ordinary Time, and this one here is the priestly life and the cross. I just listened to this not too long ago.
Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Excellent video.
Heavenly King, Paraclete, Spirit of truth, you who are everywhere present and fill all things.
I think Father Martin is
Treasury
a priest,
good,
Franciscan, I believe, and he's in Maryland. But anyway, this channel is called Mother of God, MOG Chapel. MOG Chapel, all one word, MOG Chapel, Mother of God Chapel. So Father Francis Martin homilies are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Can't say enough good about them. Okay, now finally, the last video I'm going to share with you might kind of surprise some of you. You might go, why are you showing this kind of a video? You're a Roman Catholic. Well, yes, I am a Roman Catholic. I am a Roman Catholic priest. But I have to tell you, as of about a month or so ago, I discovered this beautiful video, and it's from the channel, and I'm going to... Hold on just a second here if I can find my subscriptions and I can put my glasses on. I believe it's pronounced Shihan, and this is basically the Divine Liturgy from the Ukrainian Greek Eastern Catholic Church called St. Elias in Brompton, Ontario. Can I do a fit to screen? There we go. And these videos that are uploaded are absolutely beautiful. The liturgy is so moving. Now, unfortunately, that's not going to work that well. They're doing the theophany, the blessing of the water, right there. You can see that. And this is the proto-deacon. His name is Father Kennedy. And this is Father Roman Galadza right there. And I don't know who this deacon is. But I have to tell you that these videos are just, in a word, they're just beautiful. That's all I can say. Enough said. But anyway, so I have been enjoying watching and learning about the Eastern Rite Catholic Church. And I think it's important that we as Catholics, recognize, even our Holy Father, Pope John Paul II, Pope Benedict XVI, has said in many of their encyclicals, well, or at least some of their statements or pronouncements, I should say, again, that the Church has an Eastern face. We have to breathe with both the West and the East because they are just as Catholic as we are. And their liturgy is absolutely gorgeous. The music, the lights, the icons, the singing. Oh, the singing is gorgeous. So again, I can't say enough about St. Elias and Tyshan, T-S-Y-H-A-N. So again, that's the other YouTube channel. So these are my top 10 YouTube channel subscriptions. And I sure hope that you kind of got a little something out of that. Let me encourage you to check them out as well as, of course, my little channel, Father Francis Homilies, Stevenson RF. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.